Um, who we're not gonna know what that crash took out of him until it's time. You know what I'm saying? He can look good until he don't. So I don't know. That's one of those immeasurables that it's hard to keep in factor. Um, he's looked good his last fight. I don't know how much that affect him. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Where does Boots Ennis fall in all this when, they come into, maybe one day fight and get it on?
Well, the way I see it, Boots will probably never fight Spence or Terrence because I think both of them are going to move to 54 after this fight, from what I
Mhm.
understand. And then Boots can just run the game at 147.
Yeah.
He will be that guy, um, for sure. And Boots may not be happy with that. He may be like, "Nah, I want them cats." You know what I mean? But I think he should just Roy Jones Jr. that that weight class. You know what I'm saying? For as long as he feels like, and then go 54 if he gets big enough. But Boots is the truth.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. When it comes to Crawford and Spence, they've had conversations of wanting to fight a former opponent of yours, Jamel Charlo. How do those guys, you know, how do those guys measure up to the undisputed champion at 154 pounds?
Well, you got to also understand that he's an undisputed champion, 154, and he's also a big 154 pounder. You know, as strong as Crawford is, I don't know if he's that strong. You know what I'm saying? So it's interesting though. I would love to see it, but I think Jamel got that.
I don't see nobody else out there that's competition for Terrence Bud Crawford right now. He would have to go up and fight Canelo. That would be the only thing that's like a challenging fight for him. That's it. And there, even in that fight,
You
he got
know,
too much skills. Too much skills. Too much skills.
he has a
Way too
lot of
much
skills
skills.
for that fight. But, even in the comment section, a lot of people wanted to hear your behalf on, Boots.
No,
Where does
no,
Boots fall in line when it comes
no,
down to this
no.
performance?
Not right now. It's a whole division to clean up. But the champ, he's up there. He's undisputed for a reason. Yeah, we're not gonna do that.
So it's no, he doesn't possess a challenge or a bigger
No,
challenge than
not
Spence.
right now. I mean, I don't know what kind of
You
challenge he
think
would bring in for the fight. I don't know that. Boots is very good. I like Boots. He's one of my favorites. He's dope. But to be going from right now to fight Bud after that, hell no, hell no. Mr. Ennis wouldn't even do that. That's nah. They're not gonna do that.
is a rematch necessary?
No, I don't think so. I don't think it should be a rematch. 54, 60, 35, none of that. No. Leave that shit alone. That was brother, listen, man, that shit ain't settled in yet. Well, let it settle in. Give it a couple of days. Ain't no rematch. Wait till the replays should start coming out. People sit down and dissect that fight. He man, man. Yeah, but stop making Terrence Crawford mad and then fighting him.
Sorry, and the rumors in camp was that EJ was basically the sharpest tool in the drawer in that camp. So when you look at it from that perspective, you still got to edge it to Bud. But I think Jamel's a lot. He's if you honestly, I think he's a little bit more technically sounded. Like Errol's a dog. Like Errol's a dog. He's a worker. He gonna break you. You know what I'm saying? The whole thing was he wanted to break. You know what I'm saying? Bud's will. But I say Jamel Charlo's probably a more technically sound fighter, and it'll be a different look. But in the end, I think that Bud will still be the better man. You being nice. She said I'm being nice.
You think he gets? You think? I. So and I think she's being right with it. Do you think Bud stops him?
Yeah, no, I think Bud stops anybody you put in front of him. I'm just be like that. Bud stops anybody. He got the power. like I said, even if it's like 7 pounds north, like he's carried his powers from from lightweight, and it seemed like he got better as he got bigger. You know what I mean? And in the weight classes at least. So I think Bud stops anybody and he put in front of him, man. I think. Listen, let's be honest too. I think after the everything that went down, you know, at one point, well, before everything was going down, they mentioned EJ's name even with Canelo. What I'm saying? I think that's probably the best to give a run for his money to the
Glad you
Canelo fight
mentioned
right now,
that.
man. You know what I mean? Because people don't know Buzz a big dude. Like everybody thought he was little. Now he walks around pretty heavy. You know what I'm saying? But that's why he mentioned like he was having issues coming down to 47. He a big dude. He got a big frame himself. So he can carry, and he carries really well. If you look at the fight, in certain points of the fight, if you notice, he was pushing, he was trying to muscle. Well, he was muscling and pushing EJ back, and I knew what that was, from training with him. That's basically, Buzz showing that, listen, you're not going to bully him and push him around. He can manhandle you and hold and push and move his weight around real effectively as well.
When I fought Canelo, I was 36, and Canelo was 23, around the same age. I don't think he should be fighting at 147 at all. I don't even think he should be fighting at 154. I think he should be fighting at 160 or 168.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? What's going on? Let me tell you guys, I want to thank y'all, every single one of y'all, for smashing the like button and engaging in the comment section. 2 days ago, we just reached 10,000 subscribers, and I just started on YouTube 6 months ago. So I really appreciate y'all. But let's dissect everything that all the fighters have said. Please smash the like button and also engage into the comments. Let's chop it up. So, Austin Trout, he mentions that he doesn't believe that Jerome Boots Ennis will ever get a shot at Terrence Crawford. Now, all y'all Boots fans, let's not be running around screaming duck, 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 goose. Your man, and I love the way this guy fights. He's going to be the guy at 147 pounds in his next fight for sure. I don't see anybody beating him. But if Terrence Crawford stays at 147, maybe they meet down the line at 54. Boots is a big guy. So hopefully he can rack up the titles and do what he got to do. But Austin Trout also fought Canelo Alvarez in both of the Charlos. And he believes that Jamel is too much for Terrence Crawford. He believes he's too strong and too big. Excuse me. Next thing you know, shout out to my man Zab Judah and Jamel Herring. You know what I'm saying? They believe this is the Terrence Crawford era. Nobody messes with him from 147 to 160. Nobody's messing with him. And the only person that can give him a challenge is Canelo. And they also have him beating Canelo. Now, here comes the grand finale. One of the best fighters of them all, Mayweather. Mayweather always got to talk about himself all the time, but he always drops a gem, and sometimes it's hard to see it, so I'm here to bring it out. He's talking about Canelo Alvarez and his fight, and he always mentions it because Canelo Alvarez is the cash cow of the sport right now. But nevertheless, it seems to me that Mayweather never really wanted this fight to happen. He did not want Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence to happen.
I didn't want them to fight.
Let me tell you why. Okay. Mayweather was trying to line up a fight with Errol Spence and Canelo Alvarez. Can you guys connect the dots here, please? He was saying, I don't want to see him fight at 147 and 154 and 168. Check this out.
Or I was in his corner. I think he should be fighting at 160 or 168.
And going off of what Austin Trout said, we weren't going to know who was going to bring that side of Errol Spence out of him, because when it came down to Danny Garcia, when it came down to Ugas, they didn't possess the challenge for Errol Spence when it came down to punching power, when it came down to movement, when it came down to styles make fights. That's why when I believe it's the weight drain for all you Errol Spence fanboys and fangirls, the weight draining is not a deal. I think that Terrence Crawford weight drains himself to get into the situation himself. He walks around at 175 pounds, 180 on a good day. He's built from head to toe. He's a physical guy that used to be a state wrestler. But what I do believe is that the car crash, I've been telling people for years, the car crash has done something to Errol Spence. We just wasn't able to see it. Errol Spence fangirls and fanboys, they tend to just say, hey, he's unbelievable. He's X-Man. He can handle it all. He gonna break you down. He gonna put you in the dirt. He gonna do, I'm Moby Dick. All that. But at the end of the day, we're all human and we all gotta survive. But check out that, Mayweather definitely is a smart guy. Once again, guys, please smash the like button. Make sure you hump the like button. Cheat on the like button, come back to it. You know what I'm saying? Finger pop it, pop, pop, pop. Do something to the like button that I wouldn't do. Much love to you guys on the channel. And Mayweather, I was born at night, but not last night. Stop playing with me.